Hey, good morning, Ty. I wanted to bring up Marcus Morris Sr. because the last time that the Clippers faced the Knicks was a Sunday game. It was another early game. He goes off for 38, and a month later he is traded. So what do you remember from that game? And have you approached him in any way, knowing that this is his first game against his most recent team?
No, I think he's a veteran, so he's been on a few teams, and so it's nothing new to him. Like you said, he did come into our place and have a good game. He was playing the three at that time, but he's up and ready to play tonight. So we haven't really discussed it though at all.
Thanks, Law. We'll go over to Miriam.
Good morning, Ty. Just checking in on Nick. I understand he's questionable. Will he play, and how's he doing?
He's out.
He's out.
I'm starting Pat.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Go over to Emmanuel Morgan.
Coach, what was it like to work with Tom Thibodeau in Boston, and how have you grown since then, in your opinion?
I couldn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
What was it like to work with Coach Tom Thibodeau in Boston, and how have you grown from since then, in your opinion?
It was great. That was my first chance of coaching, and just working with Tom every day, just learning how to do the defense. He taught me a lot, and just seeing his work ethic every morning, getting there at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and leaving at 6 o'clock at night. And, just how he commanded the room. He commanded the room like he was the head coach, and guys really respected and listened to him. And that hasn't changed. Still carried over to his head coaching experience as well.
Thanks. We'll go over to Brian Mahoney.
Hey, Ty. Obviously, this game was supposed to start a few hours later. When they changed it, did you think, hey, this is not going to help us out, or is that kind of stuff all overblown about early starts and things like that?
It is what it is. We just got to be able to adapt, like we've been talking about all season long. And they changed a few start times on this trip, but it is what it is, and we just got to be ready to play.
Thanks, Brian. We'll go over to Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, sir. Thank you. New York currently ranks in the top 3 in defensive rating. What have you seen out of them this year on that end of the floor? And what have you seen out of head coach Tom Thibodeau to get them to that level so far?
I mean, that's the staple of Tom Thibodeau. All of his teams are great defensively. And, he was like that in Houston, and it started in Boston when he won a championship in 08. He's always been a defensive-minded, coach, and his teams always play hard. They always compete, and they always have great schemes. If you're not doing that, you won't play. And that's kind of how, Tibbs is built. So we know they're going to be great defensively, and we just got to make sure we play with pace, take care of the basketball, and get good shots.
Thanks, Justin. We'll go over to Cam.
Hey, Coach, I was going to ask you kind of what you saw from the New York Knicks. Was it more on the coaching side, or was it the player side? What stood out to you more looking at their film?
You said coaching side or player side?
Yeah, that's what my question was. Were you more concerned about the coaching, or were you more concerned about what stood out to you more on the film when you look at them?
Both. I think he's a hard-nosed coach, and he's going to be prepared defensively, and he's going to make it tough on our guys. So we got to be prepared for that. They do a good job of playing through Randall. He really expanded his game. Putting the ball in his hands, letting him make plays for his teammates and for other guys, and he's playing at an elite level, and so, we just got to be prepared for that. He's going to push the ball. He's going to rebound the ball. He's going to push it off the glass and make plays for guys. So, and he's also going to attack the basket with physicality. So we got to be ready to match his physicality tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Cam. Joseph Ryan Ward.
Hey, Ty, good morning. I have 2 quick questions. The first one is not being able to get your pregame nap in going to affect your coaching today?
No.
And now that we are 20 games into the season, are there any trends that you or your staff feel need to be addressed within the rotation, or are you happy with where you're at?
Happy where I'm at.